Hi, everybody. Welcome in as we get your baseball underway on a Wednesday, a little bit behind schedule because of the length of the games that preceded, but it is Bayside Academy taking on Wright City. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage. Wright City just lost prior to this one by a run. They'd like to get a little revenge, though it was not Bayside Academy they were facing. Meanwhile, Bayside Academy coming in with a 10-8 mark, trying to pick up their 11th win of the year. Rainer Bean starting it off for Wright City. And that one is sent towards center field. Base hit, leadoff single for Wright City's Lumberjacks. And the base runner aboard. Caden Cummings to the plate, batting in the 2 spot. Case Lindley is the 3-hitter. 4-hitter Brody Guest, Braxton Hickman batting 5th. 6-hitter Dakota Billy, Cade Gasky in the 7 spot. Jordan Crosby is batting 8th, and Jackson Hill in the 9 hole. On the outside part of the plate to Cummings. Wyatt Williams getting the start on the hill for Bayside Academy. Behind the plate is Weston Hanneman. At first, Cole Dean. Second baseman T.J. Bailey. And shortstop Jack Calloway. And the third baseman is Will Fitzhugh. Off and running, and in safely with a steal is Bean. So Wright City's Lumberjacks with a base runner in scoring position here very early in this one. Bayside outfield, Palmer Angermeyer, in left center fielder Noah Kane, and the right fielder is Bo Anderson. It is bunted right back to Williams. Thought about third, goes to first, gets the out there. And the sacrifice will go 1-4. Bean goes to third. So there is one away for Case Lindley. Good looking afternoon. A little bit on the warm side. Supposed to have a little weather move through overnight. Then we'll get us back to the cool side by tomorrow morning. 74 currently. Air quality at 41 and good. It is 7 degrees above what it typically is this time of year. Got a little bit of a breeze out of the south-southwest at 14, gusting to 24. No rain today. Tomorrow maybe a 1/10 of an inch. 15-mile visibility, 67% humidity. And just in case you're wondering, 24 days away from the next full moon. Lights already coming on here at the Bayside Academy Sports Complex. With Case Lindley and a base runner in third, one away. 1 ball, couple of strikes. Brody Guest to the on-deck circle. Bean in third, outside with the offering. Williams trying to get Lindley to chase, but lays off the pitch. 2-2 offering, and that one will pop Lindley. Hit by the pitch, takes a trip down to first. Couple of base runners on. They are on the corners. And Brody Guest to the plate. Braxton Hickman moving to the on-deck circle. I mentioned this game originally slated for a 4:30 start. Actually, originally against Tushka, Oklahoma. And then Wright City becomes the opponent. And then the games prior pushed this to a 5:30 start, which means we probably don't get the Bayside Academy Good Pasture Tennessee game underway until around 8 o'clock tonight. 1 away, 2 aboard. Brody Guest, followed by Braxton Hickman. Here's the Williams offering. Just a little bit high to Guest. Couple of base runners aboard. Top part of the first. Our first coverage of Bayside Academy baseball. So our first Bayside coverage since that Southside Selma football game on a very cold November night. I think it dipped into the lower 40s that night. Not going to hit that tonight. 2-1 the count on Guest. Fence has been moved in a bit from a year ago. As a matter of fact, the van is now parked on what was the warning track. That'll go to the screen, and Bean coming in from third. Lindley going to second. And Wright City taking an early 1-zip lead. Brody Guest now with an RBI opportunity in the form of Case Lindley with one away. But with that fence moved in, it is a shorter distance to the wall. Guest given a walk. Couple of runners aboard for Braxton Hickman. Dakota Billy to the on-deck circle. But as I mentioned, my van that gives you the pitcher to hitter look is actually parked on what was last year the warning track. One away, two aboard, one in. Hickman to the plate. The right-handed Williams with a look to the runner at first and then second. Guest at first, Lindley at second. Good-looking pitch from Williams. Dropped it into the strike zone. It's 0-1. Dakota Billy to the on-deck circle. One offering to Hickman. That is wrapped towards third, backhanded by Fitzhugh. Goes to third to get the out there. Throw to first in time for the double play. So the DP getting the Bayside Academy out of the top part of the first with minimal damage. 1-run plates as we head to the home half of the inning.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for two on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Now batting, number 13, T.J. Bailey.
We get the bottom of the first underway. T.J. Bailey starts it. Cole Dean is the two-hitter. Will Fitzhugh batting third. Noah Kane fourth. That is ground to second. Two-hopper fielded by Cumming. And Bailey out on the 4-3.
Now up to bat, number 7, Cole Dean.
Palmer Engermeyer in the 5 spot. Weston Hanneman hitting 6th. Amos McDaniel, the 7 guy. Jack Calloway bats 8th. And 9-hitter Bo Anderson. Go to Billy on the hill for the Lumberjacks. Behind the plate is Brody Guest. First baseman Braxton Hickman. That's dropped into right field, and Cole Dean with a 1-out base hit, and it will roll past. He'll go all the way to the fence, and that potential tying run now at third. So a single and an E9.
Now up to bat, number 4, Will Fitzhugh.
And 90 feet away is Cole Dean for Will Fitzhugh. The rest of the lineup, Brody Guest behind the plate for Wright City. Braxton Hickman at first, second baseman Caden Cumming. At shortstop, Rainer Bean, and the third baseman is Cade Gasky. Jordan Crosby in left field, center fielder Case Lindley, Jackson Hill and Wright. And that will skim away from Guest, and we've got a tie game. Dean scoring from third. And just like that, Admirals knotted up at 1. Will Fitzhugh with Noah Kane to the on-deck circle. Count even at 1. Outside with the pitch, 2-1. Billy Gasky and Crosby when you get to the second for Wright City. But Bayside hoping to spend some time here in the bottom of the first. Low pitch to Fitzhugh. Three balls, 1 strike. That is sent in the direction of center field. Backtracking to the fence and out of the park. Lindley trying to track it down. Fitzhugh going far too long for Lindley. And Bayside claims the lead after 3 at-bats. So Fitzhugh with the solo home run.
Now batting, number 21, Noah Kane.
And that 1-0 Wright City lead lasts until Fitzhugh touches home plate, the 3-hitter. Noah Kane to the plate. Fouling the pitch off. Palmer Engermeyer to the on-deck circle. That is popped high into the air towards center field. Backtracking Lindley. Got room, makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So 2 gone, and Palmer Engermeyer to the plate.
Palmer Engermeyer.
Weston Hanneman moving to the on-deck circle. Couple of runs in. Cole Dean reaches on the single and error to third. Comes in on the pitch to the screen, and when Will Fitzhugh sending 1 yard to the deepest part of the park. Outside with a pitch to Engermeyer. 2 pitches outside of the strike zone. Palmer Engermeyer, the Admiral left fielder. Batting in the 5 spot. With 2 runs in and 2 gone. 2-0 pitch, 2 low, ball 3. (3-0) brought down the middle. Engermeyer taking, delivering with a strike is Dakota Billy. That is ground in the direction of short. Bean takes the high hop, goes to first with the throw. Angermeyer out on the 6-3. But 2 runs are in, still a 1-run game. But that 1-run lead now belongs to Bayside as we head to the second.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Top of the second, Dakota Billy starts it. Kane Gasky and Jordan Crosby due up in the inning 2. Admiral's going to run from Cole Dean and Will Fitzhugh in the bottom of the first. And 1-zip Wright City lead becomes a 2-1 Bayside lead. Outside with the opening pitch to Billy. As we get the top of the second underway. Good Pasture and Bayside coming up in the game that follows. And then quite a bit of baseball to wrap up the weekend here on JockJive. That's a base hit down the line into right field. Dakota Billy putting on the brakes at first. Second leadoff base hit for the Lumberjacks. Tying run on to begin the second. Kane Gasky coming to the plate. Tomorrow I got Central Alabama LBW baseball. Then on Saturday, Northwest Shoals, Coastal Alabama South, Philander Smith and Southeastern Baptist College, and Wallace Selma and Coastal Alabama North baseball. Kane Gasky with a runner at first. A little bit outside with the pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Hanneman, McDaniel, and Callaway. When you get to the Bayside second, that is fouled back. And Dakota Billy getting a courtesy runner, that is Garrett. So Garrett running for Billy. That'll get out of play. One ball, couple of strikes, nobody gone. Garrett at first. Running for Billy with a leadoff single, second hit of the game for Wright City. Stepping off the bump is Williams. Briefly out of the box, Gasky. Over to first goes the throw. Garrett back safely. Gorgeous afternoon. Thought there might be some clouds moving in right about game time, but not here yet. I did see on the radar where there was a little activity. I think that was around Baton Rouge, maybe. Well, hopefully it will go north of here and leave us alone until maybe 10 or 11. That goes into the dirt. Guerin will go to second, get there with a head first dive. Tying run in scoring position. And Caden Gasky with an opportunity to pick up the RBI. One-two pitch, and it stays 1-2. Had a lot of high school baseball this past weekend on JockJive with the South Walton Showdown. And now baseball on Wednesday with the Gulf Coast Classic. Look to second, back safely is Garrett. One-two pitch too far inside. Two-two offering. Apparently a 3-2 given the walk down to first. Goes Gasky. That'll be walk number 2 issued by Williams. And a couple of base runners on for Jordan Crosby. Jackson Hill moving to the on-deck circle. Nobody out, top part of inning number 2. That is high. Throw goes down to second. Able to get back safely is Garrett. 6, 7, and 8 in the order for Bayside when you get to the bottom of the second. That is bunted foul towards first. And Garrett, who was at third, goes back to second. Gasky stayed put at first. Even counted one on Crosby. Inside with the pitch. That, I guess, would be referred to as chin music. I used to wonder why they called it chin music, because music is typically good, but all music is not good. So I guess it's safe to call that music chin music. Little high and inside on Crosby. Two-one offering. It is bunted foul up against the screen. 95% of the coaches going to pull the bunt sign on a 2-strike count. But you got a handful of coaches that once it is on, it stays on. Let's see where Wright City and Crosby is concerned. Two offering with 2 on, asking for time is Crosby. Back into the box, the Williams offering. It is bunted foul, and that will be out number 1.
Good job, guys.
So on away, Jackson Hill to the plate. Well, we've now learned that the Wright City coach is in that 5 percentile group. Leaves the bunt sign on, Jackson Hill. Last of the Lumberjacks to get their first look at Wyatt Williams. It is bunted in the direction of third. Good looking bunt. That's going to be a bunt single and the bases are loaded. Garrett to third, Gasky to second. Hill takes first. And we're back to the top of the order. Rainer Bean to the plate. Bean stepping in with the bases loaded, had a single. Stole a base, eventually came in on a pass ball. He'll pop this one up very shallow left. As a matter of fact, on the turf to make the catch is shortstop Jack Calloway. And 2 gone for Caden Cummings. Cummings with a sacrifice that moved Bean into scoring position. Williams with a chance to get out of the inning unscathed despite the bases loaded with 1 away and now loaded with 2 gone. Case Lindley on deck. That is ground foul in the direction of left field. Count even on Cummings. Case Lindley to the on-deck circle. If Bayside had their ruthers, they would rather face Lindley in the third. Take care of the top part of the second here with the Cummings at bat. Here's the Williams 1-1 pitch. It is fouled off the other way. So Cummings has gone foul to the right and left side. One ball, couple of strikes. Williams pitch. Wrapped towards third, but foul. So another pitch coming to Cummings. Garrett at third, Gasky at second, Hill the base runner at first. Wright City with a couple of base hits in the inning. But Williams with a chance to make it scoreless. High and away with a pitch down to first. Able to get back safely is Hill. Weston Hanneman trying to pick off the runner. Two offering. It is swatted in the direction of short. Callaway's got it. Late to first with a throw. Maybe just a little miscommunication. Fitzhugh and Callaway. And the late throw will allow Cummings on. That'll be an infield single that brings in Garrett. Ties the game at 2. And I'm not so sure it was a miscommunication as it was maybe a slight distraction for the two. And Callaway couldn't get it to first in time. In to score is Garrett. Strike delivered to Lindley. Lindley got hit by a Wyatt Williams pitch in the first. Brody Guest on deck. That is hit towards center field. It will drop in between Noah Kane and Bo Anderson. Gasky will come in to score. Hill scores. Cummings scores. Lindley has cleared the bases. Three RBI double. And Wright City takes a 5-2 lead. Brody Guest to the plate. Guest with a walk in the first. Got left at second in that first inning when Braxton Hickman wrapped into the double play that got he and Lindley. 1-0 pitch to Guest. It is high 2-0. Braxton Hickman, the potentially 9 guy to come to the plate in the inning on deck. Three pitches missing Wyatt Williams, with Lindley the base runner at second. That'll find the strike zone, 3-1. Well, it looked for a moment as though Williams might get out of the inning unscathed, but then you've got the Cummings single and the Lindley double. And now the Guest walk. Second walk in the inning, third of the game for Williams. And a couple of runners on, and a visit to Wyatt Williams on the bump. Has given up 4 hits, 4 runs, walked 2 in the inning. And the Admirals, which came into the top of the second with a 1-run lead, down by 3. Braxton Hickman, who hit into the double play that put it into the top of the first, coming to the plate here in the second. And Williams staying in the game. Trying to get the last out in the second inning, put the finishing touches on the top part of the inning and send it to the bottom part. And where Bayside is concerned, sure, they'd like to get what is currently a 3-run lead back, but if they could just play a run or two in the bottom of the second, the first order of business, get Braxton Hickman. Into the strike zone with the opening pitch. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Dakota Billy, who started off the inning, moving to the on-deck circle, wrapped foul towards third. Couple of strikes on Hickman. Guest and Lindley on. Williams with his look to the runners. Now the pitch. Just a little bit outside. A long way to go between now and the end of this one. So a lot of time left for Bayside. Taking off for third, Lindley. And he'll get caught stealing. Able to rocket it down to third was Hanneman. And Lindley caught. Guest left on. 4 runs are in. The lead is 3. We head to the bottom of the second in a 5-2 game.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Weston Ham.
And reminder to follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. You're watching the game, even if you went to the website, watching it on YouTube. And I think the last I checked, we needed 2 to get to 6,200 subscribers. Never happy. Get to 62, we want 63. Get to 63, 17. 7, you want 10. But if you'll subscribe, well, thank you. You'll get access to games, shows, interviews, highlights. Off the end of the stick, the Weston Hanneman stick. Here in the bottom part of inning number 2. Amos McDaniel and Jack Calloway due up in the inning 2. A little bit inside with the pitch from Dakota Billy. 2-2 offering. That'll get out of play, and the count stays even at 2. 4 runs played at the top of the second. The bulk of the runs off the Case Lindley double. Strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. And Billy will pick up his first strikeout of the game.
Number 9, Amos McDaniel.
So one away for Amos McDaniel. First pitch into the strike zone to McDaniel. Jack Calloway moving to the on-deck circle. That's a little bit high to McDaniel. Had a lineup card from Coach that originally did not have McDaniel as the DH, had Wyatt Williams hitting for himself, but it was revised. And McDaniel put in the starting lineup to hit. 1-2 pitch. And that's back-to-back Ks for Billy. One looking, one swinging.
Now batting, number 2, Jack Calloway.
And 2 gone. Saw James Hattenstein before the game got underway, the coach at Bishop State, which has really enhanced its program since Coach Hattenstein took over. I don't think they'd ever been to the conference tournament, but last year was their second. This year, right in the thick of things, atop D2. And I'm sure he's here to evaluate talent. See if there's somebody that would look good in a Wildcat uniform. 1-2 on Calloway. Swing, a miss, and Billy will strike out this side. We go to the third. It is 5-2 Wright City.
You've started this journey by yourself, but you won't have to go it alone. Because now you're a part of something, a community that wants you to succeed, thrive. Here, you'll discover found family, fellow travelers, coyotes. That's the pack. That's coastal Alabama.
Top of the third gets underway, mid part of the order. Braxton Hickman starting it off. And it is the same Braxton Hickman who was at the plate when the top of the second came to an end. Lindley caught trying to steal third. It's a base hit into left field for the leadoff hitter. And Wright City has done that every inning, got leadoff aboard. Being singled in the first to get on, Billy in the second, and now Hickman in the third. Dakota Billy with a single and a run scored. First pitch low from Williams. Cade Gasky to the on-deck circle. Bayside in the bottom of the inning sends 9-1 and 2 to the plate. Inside with the pitch, holding it first is Hickman. Throw briefly getting away from Hanneman. Two-0 pitch, fouled away. 2 balls and a strike on Billy. That leadoff single, the 6th Wright City hit of the game. Williams with a look over the shoulder to the runner. That is launched towards right field, and it will continue to sail off the fence. Retrieved by Anderson, but not before Hickman takes third. Throw to the plate will allow Billy to go to second. Seventh Lumberjack hit of the game. And a couple of base runners in scoring position for Cade Gasky. Again, Garrett coming in to run for Billy as a courtesy. So Garrett at second, Hickman at third. Cade Gasky with a walk and a run scored. He was one of the 3 driven in by Case Lindley. One ball, no strikes on Gasky. Jordan Crosby on deck. Swing and a miss, Gasky. Count even at 1. 1 Williams strike out of the game. Got Crosby in the second. Billy, the Wright City pitcher, hadn't found anybody until the second. And got 3. Coming in low with a pitch to Gasky. 2 balls, 1 strike. Couple of base runners in scoring position. 3-run Wright City lead. Williams pitch. Ground to Callaway at short. He'll go to third. The run will come in. And getting back safely to second is Garrett. So Gasky wrapping into the fielder's choice. And a run will plate. Makes it a 6-2 lead. And nobody's out. Jordan Crosby to the plate. Crosby has been the lone Williams strikeout of the game. Fan to become the first out in the second inning. Jackson Hill to the on-deck circle. Tied away with the pitch, but showing bunt Crosby. That had Dean charging in from first. One-0 pitch. Outside 2-0. Williams has issued 3 walks in the game. Guest twice and Gasky once. Bunt laid down towards third. Throw goes to first. Covering there is Bailey. Runners move up. Crosby's out on the sacrifice that goes 2-4. And there is one away for the 9-hitter Jackson Hill. Hill singled and scored a run an inning back. Rainer Bean scheduled to make an appearance next, meaning he has had an at-bat in all 3 innings. Unless Hill can wrap into the double play. Bo Anderson, T.J. Bailey, Cole Dean. When you get to the bottom of the third for Bayside. Little rain moving in at about 2 a.m. according to the forecast, and wind tomorrow morning. Well, we've already got a little wind gusting to 24. That is fouled away by Hill. One ball, couple of strikes. Williams to Hill. That is ground towards second, fielded by Bailey. Over to get a foot on the bag is Dean. The run comes in from third, Garrett. And Hill will pick up an RBI on the 4-3 putout. To third goes Gasky. We go back to the top of the order. And we'll hop away from Hanneman, but staying put at third is Gasky. Bean is singled and popped out to short. 1 for 2. Scored a run, stole a base. On the outside part of the plate to Bean. Caden Cumming moving to the on-deck circle. One pitch, too high. Bean came in on a pass ball in that first inning. On the outside part of the plate, and the count evens up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 are in. Caskey at third. Being out of the box, now back in. I mentioned the baseball coming up tomorrow. I got softball tomorrow too at Coastal North and South. So a trio of games on a Thursday here on JockJive. 2-2 pitch. Too far inside and the count runs full. "51 minutes into the game in the top of the third. That is popped up left side, could be problematic, and it'll drop inside the chalk. Scooped up by Engermeyer, but on the one hop, and Bean's got an RBI, driving in Caskey. So Bean taking a 3-2 pitch and dropping it into left field. Caden coming to the plate, Bean with his lead at first. A little bit low with the pitch. That is the 8th Wright City hit in the game. Case Lindley awaiting his opportunity next. Here's the pitch to Cummings. Low and away, trying to pull it back into the strike zone was Hanneman. Cummings laid down a sacrifice in the first, had an RBI single and scored a run in the second. Back to the plate in the third. That is fouled back this direction and out of play. Well, I originally said that 7 o'clock game might get underway at 8. It might be 8:30 or 9. This game is slowly progressing. Running is Bean. Throw down, and he's already standing on second. Stolen base for Bean. Second one of the game. Here's another payoff pitch. Bean got one and sent it to left. Cummings gets one and pops it up on the infield. Callaway at short makes the catch. And Cummings flies out, leaving a runner on, but 3 are in. And the Wright City lead grows to 6.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6 105 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
56 minutes into the ball game, and Bo Anderson will get his first at bat. Leading off the bottom of the third, T.J. Bailey and Cole Dean due up in the inning, too. Fouled back to the screen. The count evens at 1. Dakota Bailey retiring 5 Admirals in a row. Bo Anderson trying to change that. Swats this one towards left field. And that will be dropped. Overrunning it in left is Jordan Crosby. And Bo Anderson will make his way to second.
Now batting, number 13, T.J. Bailey.
Unofficially an E7. T.J. Bailey coming to the plate. And a base runner in scoring position. Again, if you're Bayside, no need to hit the panic button. Plenty of time. Just want to start chipping away at the lead. Couple of runs here, a couple of runs there. And that coupled with some stops. And you're right back into the game. High and away with a pitch to T.J. Bailey. Bailey 0 for 1 in the game, ground out to second in the first. Cole Dean is on deck. A little bit outside with a pitch to Bailey. Lindley, Guest, and Hickman in the fourth for Wright City, but Bayside hoping that spot in the order will be put on hold for a bit. Outside with the pitch to Bailey. Billy has not walked a Bayside batter yet, but has run the count to 3-0 on Bailey. On the outside part of the plate. Here is the 3-1 offering. And the count runs full. 3 balls, couple of strikes. Bailey with that 4-3 was the first out in the first inning. Got a base runner in second in the bottom of the third. On the outside part of the plate, Bailey strikes out, 4th K of the game for Billy.
Now up to bat, number 7, Cole Dean.
So Billy gets Bailey, and that will bring Cole Dean to the plate. Dean with a single, got to third on an error in right field. That happened in the first. Will Fitzhugh on deck. First pitch coming in a little low to Dean. One 1-0 pitch. That is popped up left side. Crosby's there. He'll make the catch, and there is 2 gone.
Now up to bat, number 4.
Well, the catch made, but not without a little drama on the receiving end. But Crosby able to keep it in the mid for out number 2, and Will Fitzhugh, who had that solo home run in the first, coming back to the plate. Noah Kane on deck. First Billy pitch a little bit high. One offering to Fitzhugh. little too far inside. Two-0 pitch. It is too high for ball 3. And on down to first will go Fitzhugh.
Now batting, number 21, Noah Kane.
So a couple of base runners aboard. Noah Kane coming to the plate. Kane trying to get back into the groove. Had post-football surgery and has only been back for a handful of games. Batting cleanup, the left-hander swings and misses at the opening Billy pitch. Kane with a fly out to center field. He was the second out in the first inning. On the inside part of the plate, strike 2. Here is the 0-2 offering to Kane. A little bit high. Palmer Engermeyer on deck, hoping to come to the plate in the third. Just a little bit outside. Count evens up at 2. Couple of balls, couple of strikes. 2 are on, 2 are gone. That's a little bit low. The Billy body language suggested he thought it was a K. Blue says it misses. And the count is full. Here's the payoff. It is too high. He's walked and the bases are loaded. Anderson to third, Fitzhugh at second, Kane at first after back-to-back Billy walks. And that's got Palmer Engermeyer coming to the plate. Engermeyer ground out to short. Fouls away the first pitch. Weston Hanneman is on deck. On the inside part of the plate to Engermeyer. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bayside would love to get somebody in. Bases full with 2 gone. Bottom of the third. And there's the Engermeyer swing and miss. Bases left loaded. Just about all white, Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Top of the fourth gets underway. Case Lindley starts it. Brody Guest and Braxton Hickman due up in the inning, too. Admirals loaded it up in the bottom part of the third, but left all three on. And we get the top of the fourth underway. Case Lindley hit by a pitch and then hit a pitch with the bases loaded and drove in three. 1-2 on Lindley. Brody Guest, Braxton Hickman coming to the plate, 2 in the fourth. Sun headed west. And the lights on here in Daphne. Strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, and for the first time, leadoff has gone down. Brody Guest next. He's walked twice. Walked in the first and second. Nothing in one on Guest. Braxton Hickman on deck. Admirals sending 6, 7, and 8 to the plate in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch coming in low and the count evens. So let's see if Bayside has a different fate with leadoff going down versus getting on. Couple of strikes on Guest. Williams looking to strike out back-to-back hitters for the first time in the game. 1-2 pitch. That is sent towards left field, and Noah Kane able to go over and make the catch. Miniature collision between he and Palmer Angermeyer, but these guys both play football. They're used to those brief physical encounters. Guest with a fly out for out number 2. So 2 away for Braxton Hickman. Low and away with the pitch to Hickman. Dakota Billy on deck. Hickman 1 for 2. Single and hit into a double play on the outside part of the plate. Now Williams trying to turn in his first 1-2-3 inning. Ahead on the count, 1 ball, couple of strikes. Hickman wrapped into the double play to put it into the first, and a single to begin the third. And Hanneman going to go out to the bump to have a conversation with Wyatt Williams. These fellas want to be on the same page so they can turn in a 1-2-3 top of the fourth. Dakota Billy on deck. And I think maybe a little breakdown in communication, getting the pitch call from the dugout. Now everybody on that same page, and that is shot towards center field, and Noah Kane with a diving catch to put it into the inning. 3 go up and 3 go down. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Hanneman, McDaniel, and Callaway all coming up.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Now up to bat. Number 8, Weston Hampton.
Bottom of the fourth, Weston Hanneman starts, and Amos McDaniel and Jack Calloway due up in the inning 2. And he's popped up on the infield, calling for it at short is Bean. He'll make the catch, and there is one away.
Now batting, number 9, Amos McDaniel.
One away, and Amos McDaniel to the plate. McDaniel struck out in the second. Lifts this one foul in the direction of Wright. Wyatt Williams putting together his first 1-2-3 inning in the top part of the inning, and that one apparently got a piece of Guest. And he is in some pain behind the plate. And will be given an opportunity to overcome the pain. Coach coming out to look at his catcher, make sure he's okay. Well, it looked like it just kind of fouled off of maybe the shin guard on the knee area. And yeah, you can wear the protection, but still painful. Do I need to bring up the episode of Breaking Bad where, you know, the twins wanted to know how good the Kevlar vest was the salesman was wearing? Chop towards first, that'll be foul. So they fired a couple of rounds into the Kevlar vest. Didn't kill the salesman, but it knocked him down. Hurt a little bit. Same scenario. Got the protection, hurt a little bit. Swing, drop, picked up behind the plate by Guest, goes to the first and gets McDaniel.
Now batting, number 2, Jack Calloway.
2 gone for Jack Calloway. Bo Anderson moving to the on-deck circle. Well, we are near dusk, and point in the game where the artificial light hasn't quite taken over. The natural light just about gone. So a tad on the dark side. As Jack Calloway steps in, he struck out in the second. On the outside part of the plate. Billy now with 6 strikeouts in the game. McDaniel being his 6th. 2-strike count on Calloway. Billy the pitcher will be Billy the hitter when we get to the 5th. He'll start things off. Gasky and Crosby due up in the inning 2. 3-2 payoff. It is too high, and there is a walk to Callaway.
Now batting.
That'll be the third Billy walk.
Bo Anderson.
Got a base runner on. Jack Callaway coming to the plate. I make that Bo Anderson. Callaway's on. TJ Bailey moving to the on-deck circle. A little bit inside with a pitch to Anderson, who reached on an error in the third. Back to the plate in the fourth. That is fouled away in the direction of left. Gets over towards the batting cages. Count even at one on Anderson. Billy with a look to the runner Callaway at first. And now goes a little outside with the offering to Anderson. Dakota Billy, Cade Gasky, Jordan Crosby. When you get to the bottom of the fifth, swing and a miss by Anderson. And the count will even up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a base runner at first. That is chopped foul in the direction of third. Swing and a miss, and out will go Bo Anderson. 1 runner is stranded, nobody scores. A total of 4 left on now by Bayside Academy as we head to the top of the 5th in an 8-2 game. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Top of the 5th gets underway. Dakota Billy starts it. Ryan Williams beginning his 5th inning of work after a 1-2-3 top of the 4th. Cade Gasky, Jordan Crosby due up in the inning 2. Little bit inside with a pitch to Billy. That is a swing and miss. 2-1. Billy with a couple of singles, singled in the second and third. And scored after both base hits. A little low in the pitch to Billy. Bayside getting a runner with 2 gone. The walk to Callaway in the bottom of the fourth, but Anderson strikes out and Callaway's left on. And that sends us to the top of the fifth. And a walk is issued to Billy. 5, make that 4 out of 5 times. Leadoff getting aboard. Billy giving a walk. Garrett will come in to run. Gasky coming to the plate, and that snaps a string of 4 in a row set down by Wyatt Williams. And gets Cade Gasky to the plate. That is shot towards left field. Waiting on it is Engermeyer. He'll make the catch, and trotting back to first is Billy. So 1 out for Jordan Crosby. Crosby is struck out and sacrificed. The strikeout came in the second. The sacrifice came in the third. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate to Crosby. Jackson Hill to the on-deck circle. Over to first with the throw, able to get back safely is Garrett. Jackson Hill awaiting his opportunity on deck and his ground into second. Possibility of 2, 6-4, and off on the 3. Taking the turn is Crosby on his way to second. He'll get there safely. So Billy, his runner Garrett, out on the 6-4. The E4 will move Crosby to second. And there is 2 away with Jackson Hill coming to the plate. Hill is singled and ground out. The ground out turned into an RBI after the single scored a run. Top of the order to the plate when you get to the home half of the inning. Bailey, Dean, and Fitzhugh for Bayside. Meanwhile, the top of the order awaits on deck next for Wright City. That is Rainer Bean. Hill singled in the second, ground out in the third. And now Hanneman and Williams again conversing. Showing Vannis Hill. A little high with a pitch. High toss to Hill. Count runs to 2-0. 2 gone with the runner at second. And again, Hill showing bunt. Pulls back. That'll catch the inside part of the plate. TJ Bailey, Cole Dean, Will Fitzhughes. When you get to the bottom part of the fifth. That is shot over towards first. Grabbed by Dean, goes to the bag, gets Hill for out number 3, and a runner is stranded.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
And don't forget to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now,
As we head to the bottom of the fifth, top
13,
of the order
TJ Bailey.
for Bayside Academy. Starting it off, TJ Bailey. Bailey 0 for 2. Has grounded into a 4-3 and struck out. Cole Dean, Will Fitzhughes. 2 up in the inning, 2. Wright City run in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third. Bayside Academy, a couple of runs in the first. Another game to go. It's not going to start at 7. I would say it's not going to start at 8. Maybe 8:30-ish. 1-2 pitch to Bailey. That is inside. Bailey ground out the second in the first, struck out looking in the third. Back to the plate in the fifth. Popped up, back this direction. And coming back to make the catch is Brody Guest.
Number 7, Cole Dean.
So one away for Cole Dean. Cole Dean, one of the 2 base hits. As a matter of fact, the Bayside hits came back to back in the first inning. A single by Dean and then the Fitzhughes homer. A little bit outside with a pitch to Dean, top of the order to the plate. When you get the top of the 6th underway for Wright City. That is a high fly ball in the direction of center field. On the run and able to catch up with it is Cade Lindley.
Now up to bat, number 4, Will Fitzhughes.
So Dean the flyer. And there's 2 gone. Will Fitzhughes to the plate. I have finally figured out why I want to call Fitzhughes Fitzpatrick. Choral teacher many, many, many years ago. At least it's the explanation I am using. I don't know if it's a good excuse, but it's the one I'll use. Noah Kane on deck. Activity in the Bayside bullpen may mean a pitching change in the 6th inning. Count even in 1 on Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh with a home run and a walk. Homered in the 1st, a solo shot, walked in the 3rd. Fouled away by Fitzhugh. And the count 1-2. Bean, Cummings, and Lindley when you get to the 6th for Wright City, Oklahoma. That is shot towards second. That will skim off for the mint of Caden Cummings. So the 3rd Wright City error of the game has Fitzhugh on.
Number 21, Noah Kane.
Noah Kane coming to the plate. Kane has popped out to center field and walked. Lifts this one back this direction and out of play. Guest gives it a brief look, but not reachable. And Kane, who is 0 for 1 in the game, will step back in. Oh, 1 pitch, too far outside. Count will even up. One ball, 1 strike, 2 gone, a runner on. Outside with a pitch to Kane. Kane got behind on the count early in his prior at-bat, but was able to battle back and eventually draw the walk. Countyman's up at 2 as that one is fouled back. Palmer Angermeyer on deck. Two offering with Fitzhugh on outside, 3-2. Kane flew out to center field as the 2nd out of the 1st, drew the walk in the 3rd. Back to the plate in the 5th. Here's the payoff. High and away, he'll get another walk. And a couple of base runners on for Palmer Angermeyer.
Now up to bat, number 3, Palmer Angermeyer.
So a couple of base runners on for Angermeyer, who is ground out to short and struck out. That is lifted out of play. Weston Hanneman to the on-deck circle. An offering. And nothing in 2 on Angermeyer. No balls, couple of strikes. Couple of base runners aboard. Here's the pitch. It is outside Angermeyer. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And a couple of base runners are straight. We go to the 6th. It is 8-2. Wright City.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Caden Cumming at the plate. I am back. I'm a one-man band. So when there is an issue, it requires me taking care of that issue by myself. Popped up to center field. And Noah Kane able to come in and make the catch. Actually, that looks like that is Palmer Angermeyer now playing center. So Angermeyer on the catch. Cummings is out number 1. But my center field look was way too dark. So, yeah, I made the trip out. Now I'm back behind the plate and about 25, 30 feet from the plate. And while I was away, Rainer Bean socked a solo home run to make it a 9-2 ball game. Coming with a fly out, Case Lindley to the plate. The other change was you've now got Jack Calloway on the mound, and of course that's what necessitated the changes. That's got Kane now playing second, TJ Bailey now playing short, and Angermeyer now in center. Case Lindley with a double, a strikeout, got hit by a pitch. Wyatt Williams will work a total of 5 innings and face 27. He struck out 2 as that one is ground into left field. And it'll be a Lindley base hit, his second of the game. That'll be the 10th for Wright City. Rest of the Wyatt Williams numbers: 4 walks, 8 hits, 8 runs. And hands it over to Calloway. Calloway giving up the homer and the single. Lindley at first. Brody Guest to the plate. Guest with a couple of walks and a flyout. Bottom of the 6th, Hanneman, McDaniel, and Calloway for Bayside Academy. A little bit inside with a pitch to Guest. Got a base runner at first in Lindley, 1 away. Cummings with a fly out to center. And that will be a balk that moves the runner up 90 feet. Just an accidental drop out of the mitt by Calloway. And Lindley gets into scoring position. Guest walked in the first, walked in the second, popped out to center field in the 4th. That is caught by Kane, whips it to second to try to turn the double play. Lindley able to get back safely. So the line out number 2. Lindley stays put, 2 gone. And Braxton Hickman coming to the plate. Hickman's hit into a double play, singled, and popped out to center. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate from Calloway. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Got the outside part of the plate to Hickman. Callaway's 0-2. Got the inside part of the plate, and out will go Hickman. So Callaway gives up the solo home run to begin the inning, but then retires 3 of the next 4 he faces. 1 is stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Wright City by 7.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Now up to bat, number 8, Weston Hanneman.
We can get the bottom of the 6th underway. Weston Hanneman starts it. Amos McDaniel and Jack Callaway 2 up in the inning, 2. Both hits, both runs for Bayside coming about 5 innings ago. That is ground to third, backhanded by Gasky. He'll get it to first, and Hanneman grounds into the 5-3.
Now batting, number 9, Amos McDaniel.
One more game of coverage before we wrap up our Wednesday night. At Good Pasture, Tennessee, taking on the Admirals. That one will get underway about a half hour after this one wraps. Fouled away by McDaniel, who was struck out twice, both times swinging. Once in the 2nd, once in the 4th. Jack Callaway on deck. 7th inning for Wright City. Starts about midway through their order. Dakota Billy, Cade Gasky, and Jordan Crosby. One ball, 1 strike. Outside with a pitch to McDaniel. Baseball, the sport that we have more months out of the year than any other. Last year, 11 out of 12. The only month we didn't have baseball was December. Couple of strikes on McDaniel. 2-2 offering. That is ground in the direction of third. Gasky will field, go to first, in time for the out.
Now batting, number 2.
And there's 2 gone for Jack Callaway. Bo Anderson on deck. Outside part of the plate on the Dakota Billy pitch. Who is trying to put the finishing touches on 6 innings of work. And that is in shallow left. Back onto the grass to make the catch is shortstop Rainer Bean, rather. And we've played 6 complete. Going to the 7th. It is 9-2 Wright City. Top of the 7th gets underway. Dakota Bailey starts it. Kane Gasky and Jordan Crosby due up in the inning, too. That is sent Kane at second. He'll go to first with the throw. And there's a pitch in and out in the 7th. Bayside trying to pull off, granted the improbable, but it has happened before. There have been teams come from 7 down and get them all in a single inning. Bayside will try to make it happen here. Kane Gasky bouncing away, pitch just a little bit inside. Gasky with a walk, wrapped into a fielder's choice and popped out to left field. 0 for 2 with a couple of runs scoring. Jordan Crosby on deck. The Callaway pitch got the outside part of the plate. Callaway getting his second inning of work in the 6th. Gave up a couple of hits, including a solo home run. Struck out 1. High pitch to Gasky. Bottom and top of the order when you get to the bottom of the 7th. 9, 1, and 2. All due up. There's a base hit, 11th of the game for the Lumberjacks as Gasky will go to second on a shot into right. So a base runner in scoring position. Wright City trying to tack on a little insurance. Jordan Crosby coming to the plate. Crosby is 0 for 2. Has struck out, sacrificed, and ground out to short. Jackson Hill on deck. Inside with a pitch to Crosby. We are creeping up on the 2-hour mark in this one. Callaway's pitch, back to the screen, foul, 2-1. Crosby, the first out in the 2nd inning. Laid down a sacrifice in the 3rd, ground into a 6-4 in the 5th. Back to the plate here in the 7th. Two-one pitch out of the strike zone. NBA tonight. 3:48 to play in the 3rd. Pacers 81-80 over the Mavericks. 2:31 to go in the 3rd. Rockets 82-68 leading the Magic. 2:47 to go in the first half. Heat with a 52-50 lead over the Pistons. As that one is popped high into the air towards right. Kane able to get underneath for out number 2. Holding at second is Gasky. Minutes to play in the first half. Timberwolves 38-26 over the Pelicans. 10-11 to play in the half. Thunder 44, 76ers 30. 9:43 to play in half 1. Spurs with a 35-28 lead over the Knicks. Two gone for Jackson Hill. 1 for 3 with an RBI. Singled in the second, ground into a 4-3 that produced the run in the third. Ground out to first in the fifth. Men's basketball, first four. Mount St. Mary's 83-72 lead over American with 45 seconds to play. And then Texas and Xavier coming up. Ladies' first four being played in Birmingham. Iowa State a 62-57 lead over Princeton. 3:01 to play. And a little bit later, Southern and UC San Diego. Base runner at second with 2 gone. On the outside part of the plate. And we've got our deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base runner on bag 2. Fellow wearing 2 on his jersey on the bump. Swing and a miss, and out will go Hill. Second consecutive inning that Callaway's wrapped it up with a K. 1 runner stranded, nobody scores. Bayside looking for a big bottom of the 7th.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6.
Bottom of the order, bottom of the 7th. Bo Anderson starts it. TJ Bailey and Cole Dean due up in the inning 2. Anderson has reached on an error and struck out. 0 for 2 in the game. A reminder, another game to go. 30 minutes from the wrap-up of this one. Goodpasture, Tennessee, and Bayside Academy. We'll close out this link, open up a brand new one. And 2, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. All of that just a click of the mouse away. On the inside part of the plate, and out will go Anderson.
Now batted.
For Dakota Billy, strikeout number 6, 7, 8 in the game. Trying to get the complete game. As we get back to the top of the order, TJ Bailey stepping in. Bailey 0 for 3, a ground out to second, a strikeout, and a pop out behind the plate. Outside with a pitch to Bailey. 3-0. Cole Dean on deck. Delivered into the strike zone, 3-1. Bailey ground out to second is the first out in the first. As a matter of fact, he's been the first out in 3 different innings as this one is sliced in the direction of left field but foul. First out in the first on the 4-3 in the second. Make that in the third on the strikeout looking. In the fifth on the fly out behind the plate. Well, that either walked him or hit him. Nonetheless, down to first will go Bailey. And apparently it walked him. If he was thinking about going to second, hit batsman, he would be limited to 1. So a walk of Bailey.
Now up to bat, number 7, Cole Dean.
Cole Dean coming to the plate, 1 for 3 in the game. Singled in the first, flew out in the third and fifth. Steps in with Bailey on and 1 away. That is hit well towards center field. It will sail to the wall and out of here. 2-run Cole Dean homer. And Bayside with their first hit since that Will Fitzhugh home run in the first. And a couple of runs on the board. After the walk of Bailey and the homer by Dean.
Number 4, Will Fitzhugh.
And that's going to do it for Dakota Billy. Wanted to get the complete game, won't. Got Braxton Hickman coming in when we return.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Now up to bat, number 4, Will Fitzhugh.
The new pitcher is Braxton Hickman. Dakota Billy will work 6 and a third. Face 29. Strikeout 9. Walk 5. Give up 3 hits and 4 runs. And hands it over to Braxton Hickman. Into the strike zone on the inside park to Fitzhugh. Fitzhugh with a homer, walked and reached on an error. A little bit outside with a Hickman pitch. The 1-1 offering. That is right up the middle, base hit. And on with a one-out single is Will Fitzhugh.
Now batting, number 21, Noah Kane.
So a base runner on for Noah Kane. By the way, Dakota Billy and Braxton Hickman swapping spots. Billy is now your first baseman, with Hickman coming to the hill. Outside with a pitch to Kane, who's walked twice. Flown out to center field once, 0 for 1 in the game. Palmer Angermeyer on deck. Hickman's pitch on the outside part of the plate. The count evens up, 1 apiece. One offering, too far outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, and the count evens 2 each. After the Kane swing and miss. Fitzhugh, his lead at first, held on by Billy. Hickman with a look to the runner. Here's the 2-2 to Kane. Low and away, 3-2. Kane with that fly out the center field as out number 2 in the first, and then walked with 2 gone in the third and in the fifth. 3-2 offering. Foul back. School is in session, by the way, in the area, so there is school tomorrow, but we're going to have a late night tonight with one more game to go. Just a little bit outside, third walk to Kane.
Now up to bat, number 3.
And Hickman's phase 2, giving up a single and a walk. Palmer Angermeyer coming to the plate, 0 for 3 in the game with a couple of strikeouts. Weston Hanneman on deck. That is ground towards third. And you got the out at third on the force out, then we'll get Fitzhugh.
Now up to bat, number 8, Weston Hanneman.
So now the Admirals down to their last out. Weston Hanneman to the plate. He is struck out looking, popped out, and ground out. Time asked for prior to the pitch, and that's a ball. So not time, but a ball, moving runners up. First pitch to Hanneman. Amos McDaniel hoping to come to the plate next. Here's the 0-1 offering. That is ground towards third, scooped up there by Gasky. And he will get the out that puts it into the ball game. So some 7th inning fireworks, but Admirals come up short by 5. There's your final numbers in this one. 11 hits, 3 errors committed by Wright City. They will strand 6 and get the bulk of their runs in the first 3 innings. 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third. The lone post third inning run was that solo home run in the 6th. Meanwhile, Bayside Academy, 4 hits, 1 error. They will leave 8 on and got a couple of runs in the first and tacked on 2 more in the 7th. So the first of our 2 tonight wraps up. Good pasture in Bayside Academy still to come. Right about 8:30. We will see you then. For all the folks with Bayside and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.